cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Chase that check. I gotta get that money. I gotta chase that check. But if you ain't got no spend, and you ain't chase no check, then you ain't get no money, then you ain't got no tech. And I can bleed it, and I can trust it, and I can bleed what I wanna do, I would it. And I can bleed what I wanna do, I love it. They hating on me in public, I love it. But I be chasing money, and I be chasing honeys, and that's my fucking problem. I'm a fucking dummy, but I'm a crash one, and that's one day, honey. And you gon' get that one day when I'm done chasing money. Cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check over days. Chase that check. Yeah, chase that check. I had a moment of silence, cause I be chasing that check. And this shit so crazy, I don't even stress. Yeah, the bitch left, but they ain't the first time she left. It's like a boomerang, she come bouncing back. Just because it did, yeah, she do a spin, yeah, she do the spin, yeah, she spin on that 10, yeah, but I'ma stay on point. I gotta get that money, just like my joints. They spread out, and I flop my wings. If I was a bird, I'd be a wing. Yeah, you get it? Yeah, that's first class shit. First class, you don't even know what I'm talking about. Bitch, I'm the pilot lit. I'm the pilot lit. Business owner. I represent. I'm from the fold. Everybody throw up that shit. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hey. Let me get that off. Say something there. My bad. Apologies there. That song right there was LCAOD by Leonard P. Yes, sir. But this is the recap with Let Cash Accumulate Over Days. And we're recapping the stock market, man. What's going on, though, everybody? I hope y'all having a wonderful Friday. And, hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. It's been a great week here, a little short week in the market. 4 days, the market been open. And the market, man, it just got higher, you guys. It got higher right here the first couple of days in June. And, we're not at all-time highs, but we're at a high of a couple years back. Looking at it like that, that's just where we're at. And, the market is pushing higher right now. That's what it's looking like overall, you guys. But before we go any further about the stock market, I do want to let you guys know that this is recap coverage from the stock and crypto market. These are live ideas of thought and studies. This is not financial advice on this stream or with this company. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get right into what happened. Dow leaped 700 points on hot jobs report. 700 points on hot jobs report. NASDAQ notches 6 straight winning streak. The 30 stock Dow jumped 600 89 points, or 2.1% on pace for its best one-day gain since November of last year. The S&P 500, yes, climbed 1.5%. The Nasdaq Composite advanced 1.1%, reaching its highest level since April 2022 during the session today. So, you guys, that's pretty much that's what that is. Bulls win. It's a full everybody's bull mode. I mean, Bears moved out the way. There is no such thing as a bear right now. Now, we do know that there is another level of bears that we do know that is coming. But as of right now, the ghost is clear, man. It is the bull is running. The bull is partying. It's bullish overall. The market is just going up. It's tremendous right now. The Dow, like I said, check the recaps too, man. Y'all got to be checking these recaps out, man. Hit the like and subscribe button if you can. But the information these recaps just stating itself, like pretty much getting an idea of what's going to happen before it happens. This is what the recaps is at this point. So you guys want to tune in, listen in closely. Do your own due diligence, obviously. But at the end of the day, man, the market is doing exactly what LCAOD expected, and just used to this, but it's a key point right here in the market overall. And yesterday didn't get to do a recap. I do apologize. Some things came up, but that's why we are doing the recap today right here on this Friday, and we're just gonna go over what we was going over previously this week, and I'm gonna give y'all some free game on what's going on next week a little bit. Not all of it, but we'll get the rest of the information over here over the weekend, and we'll do another recap Sunday night, so Sunday evening around that time. So just be on the lookout for the next recap coming Sunday evening. What's going on next week as far as the overall market, but we're gonna get into a little bit of the earnings of next week. What's going on? So we'll be looking at all that here, But momentarily, we're going to look at the charts and numbers here as well. But you guys, that's pretty much what's going on. The market is bullish, man. This is insane. And, if you're being rewarded right now. That's just basically what's happening as well. If you've been holding overall, you're just getting rewarded. It was a long 2022. That was hard. It was hard for us all, But the market is picked up, and now it's at a point where it's like, don't do this to us again, please. That's just kind of where we're at. So, at the end of the day, the House and the Senate, they did sign on the debt ceiling deal, you guys. All the speakers spoke this week. That was pretty much that. So, we'll get rid of that there, but we'll have more of that next on the next recap. What's going on? So yeah, that right here, this one stock to buy. You guys remember one stock to sell this week. All of that kind of pretty much was true. That was true as of right now. That was actually accurate. Their information. Dollar General sold off a lot, so that was a sale there. And Salesforce did stay kind of at a buy level. So we're looking at Salesforce closely still for the long term, obviously. But yeah, keep your eye on that. We have another one of those next week. For next week, you guys, on the Sunday recap. Economic data, like I said, all that data, you seeing how that triggered the market right there. The unemployment rate and the non-farm payrolls data. Just the market just went up higher, obviously, off of it. The market took it as bullish, so that's just what it is. No hard feelings. That's just what the market did, you guys. And you see in the top 5 things to know, that's just what it was. That's where the market is at going into the weekend right now because of this information here that is really free game. I'm out here giving you guys. It's free 99, but it costs to be the boss. So you can play, you can get the sauce, but don't spill it if that makes sense. So at the end of the day, you guys, all this stuff right here really pertain to the market here, and it matters. So, we'll be looking at the notable earnings here for next week. I got y'all on the end of this recap right here, but that's pretty much this earnings stick outs this week, you guys. I mean, the earnings plays really paid out, literally. I mean, let's go back and check it here. We can go back and look at it since we didn't get to do the recap yesterday. We just go back here real quickly and check. Advanced Auto Parts, they really went to the downside. CrowdStrike went to the downside, then went back up. That was a lot of volatility. AI went down a lot. That was a big move. Dollar General was a big move. You see what I mean? Chewy was a big move. It went up. All these earnings plays that's highlighted here, they moved, they paid, and that's how it works. So you get these earnings release every week, and like I said, this earnings thing basically it's a gamble. It's 50-50, if you're playing it within these days. So just keep that in mind. But if you're just watching it, and you're gonna wait till afterwards, is what most people do, most investors do. Then obviously these could be good long-term plays for you, or good plays here in the short term for you whenever the earnings momentum and all that chaos die down and go away. So you know how it is, but it's like I said, it's 50-50. It's a gamble if you play within it on the day of. So just keep that in mind. That's just all it is. But these plays was hitting. Lulu played big this week. Probably your biggest one this week with MongoDB. They played big this week. That went up $100. I think that actually beat Lulu. And Broadcom went up big too. Basically just kept that momentum to the upside. Broadcom is at an all-time high right now. So these earnings plays, man, they really do. If you're into gambling and the casino stock market, technically that's what that is. If you want to play on that, then to each his own. But like I said, it's a hit or miss with it when you do that. So just keep that in mind and stay cautious. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, we're gonna look at the earnings for next week on the at the end. We're just gonna look at the charts here and see what the charts are saying, so I can show you guys, why the data is stating that we're really at these highs of April 2022 right now. So like we're back at that point, and you see those three things to watch was critical as well. So that's just pretty much what it was, you guys. But on to the next week, you guys. So we gotta get rid of it. You know how it works. And we're doing it right here in front of you. You're getting this on the recap live. So here we go. Okay, let's get to the chart. SPY. Whoa. Look at the SPY, you guys. Where we're at. SPY. Right here. Boom. 427.92. Amazing. This is why the bulls are partying right now, you guys. This is why the overall market is excited right now. This is why the excitement is going in. They're looking at right here back from November. That was your bottom to now where we're at. Here it's consolidating sideways here. But we're back here at these highs of that August of last year. Done past it now. So that's why the market is overall bullish, because that was your signal. If it was going to fill that, and it did, it's way above it now. So that is filled finally. So that whole recession thing is canceled completely. Until you can see that candle come back into this channel or below, then that recession theory is completely canceled now. So just keep that in mind right now. The market is overall bullish. The bulls are buying. The market people are buying right now. It's a lot of excitement going on, so just be cautious right now, like I said. And no, these next levels really it shouldn't be any more resistance. I think they got another $3 to go. They're trying to tag it now here at 431 on 432, and that's just the upside levels on the SPY going further here. There's more continuation on this, you guys. It's not done. Now you may see pullback from here because this was tremendous today and yesterday. It was just tremendous from where they looked like where they were selling off at, but it just ended up being support, you guys. 416, 417 was support on the SPY. And that's why you see it up here, you guys, at 427. Its target it's been trying to hit all along. It took a year to get back here, you guys. So just keep that in mind. It's not going to go down sudden unless something crazy or bad happens and to the market. Or, for instance, Biden doesn't get the deal signed in time, because at the end of the day, the House and the Senate, they approved, but now Biden just has to put it in ink. And word is on Wall Street and the politicians, they're saying he is going to sign it. He's going to put it in ink between any day now, between tomorrow, Sunday, or Monday, apparently. So we're just looking out for that to happen. And it looks like once that gets put in the ink, it could be a possible sell the news event or buy the news event. So keep a close eye out on the SPY going into next week, you guys. It's going to be real big here. This could be your top, like I said, but at the end of the day, the signals on the chart are staying bullish, and it's showing momentum is going higher. This is not your top, so we're going with what the market is saying at LCAOD. So that's just what it is at the SPY. And like I said, it took a while to get back here. This is amazing, but yeah. So we're gonna see what it is going on next week. So from the 1-day perspective, you guys, next week catch the SPY at 430. That's the new target. That's been the whole target. That's been the target the whole time. So once you get there, if you can really break here, the next resistance level is about 435 on the SPY. You're going to see a lot of bears here. Be real. I'm gonna be real mindful of that. You might see a lot of bears here. This might be the start of it here. So that's what I'm saying. We're going to be looking at this closely going into next week because we do know here the Bulls are not quite out of the woods yet, but it is overall they have the momentum. This is their market, and the numbers don't lie. So you know, you just want to be cautious though. Still, knowing what happened about a year ago. You know what I'm saying, right here in this area. So just be real looking at it. Like I said, it is past that area now, so it shouldn't be nothing to be too cautious about. So, but at the same time, still never know. At the end of the day, you know, we're talking about money. We're not talking about feelings. Keep that in mind as well. But to the downside, you guys, you know, this could be your top here. And if it is, like I said, looking out here for a back test right here to 425 here. That was an amazing rally, but that would just be a nice little chunk pullback real quickly there. And if that doesn't hold, it will get critical here at 423. You know what I'm saying, to the downside on the SPY. So I'm looking out for that next week, you guys, up and down there. Gonna look out for that. Triple Qs, you guys, same thing here. Amazing. One thing I'm noticing about the triple Qs. Okay, it's like the SPY has caught up. Triple Qs are not breaking up anymore. I'm noticing something here. We are at the top here. There's a lot of bears right here at the triple Qs. I don't know if you guys are noticing this with me, but this candle right here is not filled. It has consolidated in it, but that is a no fill because you're below it. So that is what the chart is signaling here. So triple Qs actually is at a topping point right now, you guys, and it's currently looking a little, like I said, it looks like the whole debt ceiling thing ending is going to be a buy the news or sell the news event here is what the triple Qs is signaling out. But at the end of the day, just be on the lookout for that. Like I said, to see if that feels to the upside or downside. I think if you get that feel to the upside, you're going to see that next level on the triple Qs at about 364 to 366. So that's an area where they're really trying to go here. You know, like I said, it could be a little slow up because, you know, they have been the leader to get us to this point, being real too, looking at it from that perspective, excuse me. So it's the end of the day, you know, just be on the lookout for the triple Qs to see if we're about to push higher here because we are then obviously they've been the leading indice here. So they're going to push the high end. So expect that large move there past 360 to 364, like I said, from the start. So this is what is going to be next there on the triple Qs, you guys, and expect the overalls and companies in the triple Qs and the Nasdaq. Oh, they're going to be up higher. Believe that. You think about Microsoft, think about Nvidia, Netflix, etc. So you Google, look at it, look it up, do your own research. But that's just what it is. That's what it could be. And like I said, so that's just what we're looking at here closely now. But like I said, could be a top here. So we don't know. We're going to see here next week, obviously, as everyone else is. So to the upside, next week, you know, looking at the triple Qs to see if they can break that 356. Because right now, that looks like you're topping. If you don't get above that, then I think the triple Qs may lose momentum, honestly. Nvidia was already kind of down today. Meta didn't go up. So looking at all that closely, you guys. Netflix was even rated a little bit, but they right here at a point where they need to be, if that makes sense. So could be a point where they're just cooling off and they're relaxing and they're in the sun and the Bulls are just too busy partying and they're gonna, when they leave the party and go home, shower, refresh, the Bull is gonna be fine and get back to business. So that's could be just something going on right now. Just keep that in mind as well. But pretty much, like I said, that's the level I'm looking for to the upside. Once that breaks next level, like I said, it's 360 on the triple Qs, and then the target is up there at 366. So upside levels there. To the downside, though, next week, triple Qs, looking at the levels to the downside, could be your top here. Back test to 352.50. Once that doesn't hold, next level 350.90 to the downside on the triple Qs. And from that point, support should step in. If not, I don't know what to tell them. We can see a back test all the way back to about 349.10. So we're looking at all that closely here going into next week, you guys. DIA, oh my gosh. Wow. I need y'all to hit that like and subscribe button because I know I said this on one of the recaps this week. Don't know which one specifically, but yeah. So this was a buying point this whole time. The Dow Jones were signaling, buy me, please. I'm at a discount. Buy me. Someone buy me. I'm the richest one. I have the most. I have 30K on my indice. You get what I'm saying? This is what DIA was hollering out. And 326 was nothing but support. Everybody was panicking for no reason. You guys, this thing is at 338. So completely feel all that selling the past, looks like about a month, 3 months possibly. Not 3 months. We'll say a month. About a month, a long selling. They just recovered it in one day. Look at that. So the DIA, you guys, is back strong bullish here. They didn't quite hit their target yet, so momentum may continue here. And looking at that closely right now to the upside level here, their target is 340. So got to hit that with all that momentum at this point. Let's go ahead and get it on up there a little bit more since you're running like that to the upside. And now you got to start looking 6 months out. 6 months out, once we get past 340, what's the next level is the DIA even trying to do right now? What are they trying to accomplish? So it looks to me as 342 must get filled here. This is your top here recently. You get past 342, and the DIA, you guys, is completely bullish and strong. And you may see stocks like Disney, Nike, etc. Anything under the Dow Jones, those companies. You get what I mean? Just going up. And right now, it's at a point where, like I said, those companies have been the laggards. Remember that. Remember, the market has been mixed because of the Dow Jones and the IWM. So now that this thing is back bullish and signaling that and showing that and proved that, the next level is 342. That's their target there to the upside. So I'm looking at that closely going into next week on the DIA there, the upside levels. But like I said, right here could just be like a lag effect where, they just rushed up here to just come back down. This could be your top for real. So we're looking at that really closely as well, depending on how the data is going to come out and what's expected next week over the weekend and going into next week, you guys. So this may be a top. If so, I don't think it'll be a massive sell-off. It'll just be a pullback at this point because it's still a bull market overall. So to the downside, 336.50, a little pullback there. Come on now, DIA. Let's give some points back there. And if that doesn't hold, then I think they'll actually be fair. 335 to the downside. And you may see consolidation here at this point before you get the next level at 332.50. But you may see consolidation at that point, though. Maybe a pop back up, something like that. Because that was a tremendous move right there on the DIA today, you guys. Really, the past couple days. IWM, same thing. They finally did it, you guys. IWM finally did it. And it's interesting on IWM. You got a lot of little small cap Russell 2000 companies that are reporting coming in next week. And IWM's right here. They finally passed the point where they've been needing to pass for the longest. The gap is filled right here at 180 now. Finally, they're above it. And their next target is 182.50. Not quite there yet. A few cents off. So that will be your next bullish symbol there for the IWM, to show that this will continue here because they've made a move like the Dow Jones. They was your lagger. Now it looks like they could turn into a leader here. That's what it's signaling. But we don't want to get too excited yet. It is saying that, but have to prove it now, if that makes sense. So just looking at it closely, You know, at the end of the day, just trying to see, you know, if they're about to push higher here to the next level at 182.50, and if that breaks, I know 184 is back into play to 186 on the IWM to the upside. That's their next target there. And to the downside, you guys, it looks like you may see a play back into 180 and consolidate here for a while. That's what I can see with IWM. Hopefully they can hold that 180 level. And if that doesn't, it wouldn't shock me if you get right back to 179.50 to 179 on IWM. Just a little pullback until those companies report their earnings. So looking at that closely. VIX. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is why the market is going up. The VIX has broken down. Look at this. The VIX broke down so the market can do this. Do y'all get it? The VIX is the speed of the market. The volatility is everything in the market. That's what I tell you guys every day. Check the VIX before you trade or invest in general. The VIX tells you everything. If it's high, the market's down. If the VIX is low, the market's up. Look what's happening. The VIX is low, the market's up. So we finally broke here on the VIX, you guys, and that is a true candle there. That's huge there on the VIX. It's been a while since they did that. But it's getting very critical now. It's getting to a point where it may be a possibility where this thing is oversold. So we're looking at all this closely now because now the next level here is to break below, it looks like it's below 14. Yeah, 14. So actually $13.39. You know, you get the VIX below that. Now the VIX is over here channeling in over here with these bottoms. You get what's going on. And even possibly we can get lower on the VIX and get the market to get higher. That's what the bulls are expecting, obviously. So that's just what we're looking at going forward here, obviously, going into next week. But this is amazing, you guys. The VIX did that massive sell-off. So it could be, like I said, you might see the VIX bulls step in right here real quick here on Monday or Tuesday, coming in Wednesday, whenever next week, depending on what the data may be and everything, and how everything's panning out. So to the upside here, just expecting a pop right back to $15.60. You would hope the overall market bears would get that, and the VIX bulls would want that, and they could come to an agreement to try that. So that's what I'm looking out there for closely going into next week, going into Monday, you guys, at the upside in the VIX. And expect the market to pull back. If so, it'll be a little small pullback, nice little pullback there. So, you know, just be a lot more buying pressure. But we'll see, you know. To the downside on the VIX, oh man, if this thing just breaks down below $14, you guys, the market is going to continue this run, this rally that you just saw the past 2 days. It is going to continue to go up like this. And then it may sell off after the fact once you see the VIX try to reverse back up here. But if you see this straight downward formation like you have saw here the past few days, you'll continue to see the market rally. So that's what we're looking out for here closely, LCAOD. We're trying to see if the VIX is going to stay in that lane or they're going to start curling and jump into the lane over here now. So that's what we're looking out for going into next week on the VIX. Netflix. Shout out to Netflix. So right here at 400. This is the level it was supposed to be here by the end of August, but we're here now early. And, you know, let's give ourselves a pat on the back. That's what they're signaling. And the pass looks like they cleared out all the people that, you know, were doing the password sharing thing. They cleared out all that to get to this point a little suddenly. And that's what's going on. That's what's taking place. Now, Netflix got earnings coming up soon. You got to be aware of this now. It's a buy. It's a buy right now. It's signaling. But July 17th, you know, these companies like this, big tech companies, they tend to have pre-earnings run-ups. So that means, you know, before this date here, you know, be looking out for Netflix to get a little bit higher before their earnings actually reports on that day. So, or a possibility a little bit lower if that makes sense from where we're at. So you want to be looking out for that closely here by this date. Looking at Netflix going into the future here, near future. But that's just what it is, man. Netflix looks really strong though right now. They look bullish. They are bullish, and everybody's watching Netflix. They actually got some good shows out on Netflix right now, man. It's a really amazing show I just watched. It's called Missing, and it was amazing. And I don't want to get them free promo, but that was a good show there on Netflix right there. That was like real. So shout out to Netflix, man. They doing their thing, man. And it's looking bullish here. But going into the levels here, going into next with you guys. Netflix can hold, if Netflix hold 390 support down here, that means 400 it just needs to hold. And if that can hold to the upside there, you're going to see a strong burst there back to 407 on Netflix, you guys, to the upside. And from that point on, I think, the Bulls are going to realize if they need to go ahead and make this move now, or this could be another retest of your high here and here. A little in there, but really this one and this one. So that's just what it is. That's the next upside levels I'm looking out for on Netflix going into next week, going further in the future. Next month as well. It is what it is there on Netflix. That's the upside levels though. But to the downside, going further here, obviously, Netflix. If this 400 level doesn't hold, that means it is your top, and that's true. That could be true. So I expect to flush all the way back to 390, you guys, on Netflix. They're going to put the pressure on that support. If you see Netflix start to flush and things start to just come a area where the market just need to calm down a little bit, things need to pull back so more people can actually get in. It may be that case, but it may be too late as well. So it's just things we're looking at very closely here, especially at stocks like Netflix, obviously. So that 390 support, obviously, if Netflix continue to stay above it, it's think it's bullish. If not, if you see it 400 don't hold, it's coming right back to 390. It's going to put the pressure on it, and if that doesn't hold from that point, I think Netflix will pull back to about 384, and then you may see 390 being the top as well. So 390 is a key number there on Netflix going further here in the next couple weeks. So be looking out for that. Microsoft. Oh, Microsoft. Uh-oh. Same thing for them. Like I said, with the pre-earnings run-up thing. Man, Microsoft can do that as well. And they already done proved that recently here. You look at this past 6 months. This was your bottom, 221. This thing is 335. This is tremendous here. We're looking at near all-time highs now. They just got to fill this area here, to prove that they're about to break and make all-time highs, new highs. So just keep that in mind. And it's Microsoft here. They're back here to the upside here. They, defeated themselves here again here, and they conquered the world, and they're just up in there right now. And they got the AI stuff going on with Microsoft. They still got the Activision deals thing going on. So it's a lot of positivity, a lot of momentum at Microsoft right now, you guys. It's bullish here. So upside levels here, I'm looking going into next week, man. They must hold this level right here. 337 is the next key level to break there on Microsoft. If you break that, your next target is 340. And I think you may see rejection, but you may see it come right back to it and possibly push to all-time new highs here, right past to 346, 348 zone on Microsoft. So that's what I'm expecting here coming soon, man. Big tech is really the leader here so far overall. Microsoft is the leader here in the NASDAQ so far overall. So these upside levels is what the smart money is doing. And, you want to follow that. So that's what's pretty much going on. If that's what's going on. So to the downside, though, obviously this could be your top. So you want to be looking out for things closely. Because 337 has been a point where it proved it's your top. You didn't really feel it today to come back, but you did go back up near it. but you didn't go past it. So that's the point right now. That's why this could be your top. So to the downside, you guys expecting a pullback here. If this is your top at 333.77, and if that doesn't hold, the next level is 332.50 to the downside on Microsoft. You'll see that cheaply right back down $3 there. And you'll probably see consolidation because people are going to want to step in there. And then if so, it should pop back up to the upside. But, you know, if it's not strong enough, you may see 330 on Microsoft because that's the critical support zone there. The Bears would want to reclaim that level back to show momentum and turn things back their way. So looking at that closely there, obviously on Microsoft, going into next week, going further to the future. Apple, same thing for them. Apple teased their all-time highs today. Look how close this thing is, you guys. We're going to zoom all the way in. Look how close this thing is. Look, they just got that much to feel. 181.41. They at 181.05 right now. Apple is about to break out to a new all-time high. So this is for the overall chart. If you've been holding Apple 5+ years, Apple 10, 20, 30, 40, 50+ years, this is for the moment for them. They're about to get rewarded here. You know, Apple is, you know, like I said, 2.8 trillion market cap is going up. Look at that. So you know, they're the ones with the money. They're the ones receiving the money. They're the ones, you know, giving the money. So Apple is about to break out here to new all-time highs. And back in 2020, if I'm not mistaken, research this, check this, double check me, but they did do a stock split with Microsoft, and it was Tesla, Apple, and Microsoft. They all did stock splits. I think it was a couple more names, but Apple for sure, and they did do a stock split. So, you know, from that point on, they haven't been as hot since then. So they're about to break out to a higher high. It looks like they can get back to those levels before their stock split. And before the stock split, they were trading at about $200 to $300. Apple was. So just know this thing can really rally and run right now. This thing is really signaling out bullish. Apple is super strong right now. They're kind of taking over here as far as the movie industry with everybody using Apple phones, the government, everything is all Apple. You know, everything is Apple at this point. We're all Apple. What I'm communicating with you right now through is Apple. So like it's all Apple, man. And at the end of the day, like I said, they just about to break out here, you guys, to a new all-time high. That's what's going on, man. And it's looking lit. It really is lit. So but that's what I'm looking forward to do there. Going into next week, obviously. 182 is screaming, please, please. So that's what I'm looking at. That's the upside level there for Apple. That's really all they got to do. They ain't got to prove no, because they can. The target is 190. They can grind to that though. You see what I'm saying? They can boom, boom, boom. You see what I'm saying? Boom. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Whatever. You get what I'm saying? 190 is the target. It could just go straight, boom. So just be on the lookout for all that. But 190 is the target. But like I said, 182, obviously, they want to break to this new all-time high. That's the goal first. So that's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm looking out for to the upside. To the downside, levels I'm looking at for is 180. That's your new make it or break it point right here on Apple, 180. So if that doesn't hold, next level is back to 179.65. That don't hold 179.50 on Apple, and you'll probably see consolidation here, a lot of consolidation here too, so they can figure out what's going on with what they're doing, and if they want to reach those new low targets, then they'll take it back to 177 on Apple to the downside. So be looking out for that going into next week, you guys. Going further here, obviously here it could go either way. And remember, they got earnings coming up too, July 26th. So they could have that pre-earnings run up or that pre-earnings pullback. Just be on the lookout for that going further there. But that's pretty much it, you guys, as far as the plays. And, you know, some earnings names that stuck out this week. Like I told y'all, I'm going to show y'all a couple of them, and we're going to wrap it up. I want to hold y'all on this good Friday, man, this wonderful Friday. Yeah, look, MongoDB, look at this. 295 to where they're at now. 398 could have been a tremendous call print for you. Avigo, Barcom, They just been going crazy here the past month. You probably would have missed it, but you could have just got in here, and they did to go back up there a little bullish. That was probably one of those best of weight earnings though. Didn't just go straight up. Lulu though went straight up. 330 to the three. No, they actually went down, and after that was 318, 316 to 384 in the open market. Closed right here at 362. So tremendous move on Lulu. This is part of the Dow Jones. This is part of that 700-point move there. Lulu gave a lot of access to that, and they worked together, and that's what happened. But Dollar General went down a lot. Bears won this one. Nobody's at Dollar General right now. It looks like people are back in Food Line, Walmart, stores of that nature. Publix, actually better stores. People are talking that Costco. It's a lot of Publix. It's a lot of other stores now. People are like adventuring, so could be an issue right now for Dollar General. But at the end of the day, they're still a classic corporation. I think they find support eventually somewhere. Just be cautious. I don't think no time soon right now, though. That's what the chart is signaling, that their earnings went down bad. And Advanced Auto Part as well, another classic company, but it looks like no one is needing the oil change. People are learning how to do that stuff on their own and getting their own parts from other companies like Amazon and stuff like that. Like they can get oil to them now. So, classic company, but I think they'll find the bottom eventually somewhere. If not, be looking out for things to really start changing with these classic companies, though. So, yeah, that's just going further in the future, man. But that's pretty much it, like I said, you guys. And earnings next week. Got a few here call out. We got I see GameStop, you guys, DocuSign, and etc. A little bit more. Not that many. Small earnings report next week, you guys. Nothing to be too excited about, but we'll be looking closely at Stitch Fitch and Dave & Buster's and GameStop, like I said, DocuSign, like I said. We'll be looking closely. NIO, we're looking at those earnings, and I'll have the chart pulled up for you next week to see what they look like. Let's see here. Let's get the updated vote real quick before we go. What are the Bulls saying? What are the Bears saying? And we're gonna wrap it up here. What are the Bulls saying? What are the Bears saying? So it looks like we have you here with the internet. We're gonna recap this momentarily. If this doesn't load, and we got it loaded, yes, it is updated. So, Bears, 36.8%. Neutral, 34.1%. Bullish, 29.1%. So I'm seeing the bullish trend starting to get a little bit higher now, you guys. You see things shifting here. Neutral is, starting to be a little bit less neutral, it looks like. And it looks like the Bears are actually starting to go to neutral and possibly bullish. So that trend is looking like it's changing here within the next 6 months. Looks like people are expecting the market to be higher now. But the overall numbers don't lie. That percentage is higher here over on the Bear side. They still are the leading indicator. People are overall winning when they think that the market is going to be bearish in the next 6 months. So that is right there true. You do see that. But it looks like the momentum is flipping slowly. So we'll be looking out for the one next week ending, you guys. But that's it right there. That's wild. We're going to wrap it up. Like I said, we have another recap ready for y'all on Sunday night. Be ready for it, you guys. Y'all have a good weekend. Have a safe weekend. This was the recap of the SPY QQQ's IWM, DIA, VIX, Netflix, Microsoft, Apple with LCAOD. I will have more companies on the title here next week that we'll be looking at overall going into next week, you guys. We switched it up every week if you haven't noticed. So we'll have 3 or 4 new companies pulled up next week, you guys. I'll see y'all Sunday night with another recap. Peace.